The Super Mario Brothers movie. I had a heck of a time with this movie.
Yeah.
Definitely chock full of Easter eggs. The voices were incredible. The action was very Mario. And the villain, quite over the top in a great way.
Oh my gosh, I had so much fun with all of the Easter eggs that were in this movie. Like all of the, like when there were certain ones that came up and stuff, you like could hear audible noises in the audience as they're watching it, like how excited they were, like, oh my god, there's this, there's this, there's this. Like that's what I like. And there were times watching it too that I was kind of like looking around because there's so much happening in the background too that you're kind of like trying to find Easter eggs as you're watching it. So I feel like this is definitely one that you would want to go again to be like to see if there's like new stuff that you can see.
I did hear from the audience around us, there were tons of kids, there were adults. I could hear the adults making references to things in the background that are from our era of Nintendo, and then I heard the kids making references to things that is more consistent now with Mario, and I love that because you have this varying reaction from everybody around us. I did even hear certain parents saying, oh, are you excited to come watch this again on Saturday with your cousins? This is going to be a movie where the parents are bringing the entire clan, the whole troop. And guess what? The parents, the uncles, whoever, are probably going to want to come watch it with them. So I feel like this movie does kind of cover all generations when it comes to Mario fans. And that's what this movie should do. And I think it does it pretty well as you watch it play out.
Yeah.
It's only a fraction of the Mario story. It feels like this is just the first step in a much bigger story that they're going to tell with these characters in this world.
Right. The story is a very simple story that they told in this one, but it feels more so of like how Mario started off as very simple.
The first game.
And yeah, and then it started to, you know, evolve from there. And I feel like that's what they're going to do. They're going to evolve the story as you go along. And I'm sure that they're going to make sequels to this.
Brian Tyler's score, and I can't believe I'm saying this, but I loved Brian Tyler's score.
It's the Mario music that he intertwined into this, like, to make it cinematic, that worked so well to the point where, because, you know, the nostalgia is there when you're listening to the music to the point where I got teary-eyed a little bit because I was like, oh, this is amazing.
It's, it's the interweaving of it with the action of what's going on screen. My complaint when it comes to the music, there's a lot of 80s pop rock that they use, and I didn't need it at all. If you wanted to have Brian Tyler, in fact, during the credits, Brian Tyler really lets loose on the themes from Mario, so definitely stay for the first half of the credits if you want to hear his music. But I feel like those renditions would have been better in the moments when the action's really going down, but instead the movie itself goes for the more pop rock from the 80s and 90s, which took me out of the movie, but I understand, it's kind of contemporary with movies nowadays.
A lot. Sometimes it does take me out of movies when they do that, but for me personally, I had no problem with it. I enjoyed it because you have those musical moments that you rock to as they're playing along. Sure, I would like to have like maybe the score over that, but it still works there. And surprisingly enough, if you've watched our reaction to the trailer, I know that I talked about how I was very hesitant on Chris Pratt's voice as Mario, and it didn't
melted away.
It didn't faze me at all when I was watching this movie. Like I was like in it. I was like, okay, you're Mario.
Yeah.
You got Luigi. You got Princess Peach. You know, you got Toad, and I was just ready, rocking with them the whole movie.
All of which are amazing. Jack Black especially as Bowser. And yeah, Luigi's my only, like, if I could make a gripe, but at the same time, it's not even a gripe because it's like, oh yeah, like utilize him a little here and then let's go for it in the second or third one. He's not really utilized Luigi, so I feel like I want him to be part of the story, but I had no problem with it because Luigi wasn't a part of the first Mario game either, really. Like, not really. It was just a different color version of Mario, so
that's true.
when he really gets the shine, in my opinion. Mario 2, that's where they all really got to have their own characters, their own styles of gameplay.
Yeah.
So I really want to get into that with the second one.
Yeah, and surprisingly enough, there are certain things that you don't get here as far as like characters and stuff that you know from the Mario world, which
Sure.
is totally fine. You know, save more for later.
Absolutely, because you know those are going to be pops in other movies. You don't have to have them all just in this one. Make sure you stay mid-credit and post-credit. There is a scene mid-credit and there's a scene after the credits.
Yeah.
So definitely want to stay because they are going to want to build this into a cinematic world, rightfully so. And we're really looking forward to seeing
Yes.
them do that. It made us want to go play Mario. Like
It
first
does.
thing we said, let's
play.
bust open all the consoles, let's play. But did you watch the Super Mario Brothers movie this weekend? If you did, let us know what you thought down in the comments below. You can also like and subscribe.
And do the thing on our Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, Discord.
All the social networking gin joints, you know where they are. Kick into the party, fuel the party, keep the party going on our Patreon. Check out some of our other reactions we have going on right now. Tons of trailers dropped. We've got movie reactions as well. But thank you so much, and as always.
Now it's time to say goodbye.
And this party is over.
Bye.
Bye.